40,000 years ago, the world was far quieter and far more violent than it is today. But on that day, deep within the forest, something shattered that silence. A smell. Not like sweat, and not like a predator either. It was a scent unlike anything that had ever breathed in this valley before. Korg tightened his grip on the heavy spear in his hands. His muscles held the strength to bring down a bison, yet they trembled in the presence of this unfamiliar scent. There was a trail in the snow, much smaller than his own massive footprints, delicate and strange. These tracks did not belong to a monster, but they did not belong to a human either, because Korg believed that they themselves were the only humans left, until he saw the smoke. Welcome to Korg's world. We call them Neanderthals. For many years we were wrong about them, dismissing them as primitive cavemen. In truth, Korg's clan was among the most perfectly engineered survival machines nature had ever produced. Korg's body had evolved to withstand the killing cold. His broad rib cage warmed the air before it reached his lungs. His dense bones resisted impact and injury. That morning, the rest of the clan was gathered inside the cave, encircling a fire that was slowly dying. To Neanderthals, fire was not merely warmth, it was the heart of the clan. If the fire went out, the clan would die. Following his path, Korg honored the teachings of Bragg, the clan leader. Never let the wind come from behind you. Neanderthals were not defined by brute strength alone. They possessed complex social structures and a profound understanding of nature. At this point, let us remember a common misconception. We assume Neanderthals could not speak. Yet Korg and his companions carried the genetic foundations of FOXP2. They were capable of forming complex structures, communicating shared strategies. But their language was not filled with abstract concepts like ours. Their language was soil, blood, and fire. Korg hid behind a tree. He picked up the strange object he had seen in the snow. It was a spearhead made of stone. But not like the crude stones his clan used. This one was finely shaped, light as a feather, sharp as bone. This technology was foreign to Korg's people. This stone was the product of intelligence and patience. Down the hill, by the riverbank, there was a camp. For the first time, Korg saw beings that resembled his kind, yet were entirely different. Sapiens. They were fragile. Thin arms, narrow shoulders. Korg knew he could bring 3 of them down with a single blow. But something held him back. The Sapiens were doing something Neanderthals never did. They were singing. Their voices echoed through the forest in a strange melody. Korg perceived the sound as danger, because what he did not understand was dangerous. Suddenly, a bush near the camp rustled. A sapiens child began chasing a bird, running straight toward where Korg was hiding. Korg held his breath. The stone tip of his spear was cold. If the child saw him, secrecy would end. If there was a clan nearby, a war would begin. The child stopped. His eyes met Korg's, those massive, sorrowful, and savage eyes. For a moment, the world stood still. 2 human species had never been this close before. Would Korg drive his spear forward, or would he see a piece of himself in this weak creature? At that moment, the history of humanity's fate was set in motion, but this was only the beginning. In the next chapter, we will look at this encounter from the perspective of the weak and strange clan, the Sapiens. What did they feel when they saw this giant in the depths of the forest?